tout le monde. So I decided to start a new YouTube channel. I already have a few. I have Uninvisible, an Invisible Illness Awareness Project. That's been my main focus for over a year now. I have been very determined and pushed myself to upload something every week, no matter how miserable I was feeling or how much else was going on in my life, in order to build this channel up and share my experience with invisible illnesses, especially rare diseases, and sort of help educate and advocate and hopefully gain a bit more understanding about what people are dealing with and how people can be sick even if they don't look it. The second channel is called Mulatta Locks. It's sort of tracking my journey of letting my type 3 hair lock up naturally. That one I invested a lot less in because I was so focused on Uninvisible, and most of the videos on Mulatta Locks are just a few minutes long, and I would only post once every couple weeks, and I kind of let that slide a few months ago. I also started one called My Creole Gran, where I was sharing funny little conversations I had with my grandmother. I only posted a few videos on there, so like that really didn't go far. But even before I started any of these channels, I really wanted to have a language focused channel. I just didn't know how to approach it because I felt like there's so many channels already out there and I didn't want to do the same thing as everyone else. I wanted it to be original somehow. I just didn't know how to do it. And I had the idea of maybe just writing essays in languages I know, sort of as an exercise for myself, and then just reading them without presenting it as me teaching people. Because if I make any mistakes, so I would rather do something that doesn't risk getting myself into trouble that way. I also had the idea of maybe going into some place like an optometrist where even after living in a country for years, I might not know that vocabulary, where I can go in and say, hey, yeah, I have a C1 or a C2, but this is still new to me. So I'm still learning something from this too. The problem with that, first of all, would be my health, because I really don't have the energy to do much that isn't absolutely essential, and I would have to coordinate that with places and make sure that I have the energy to go in there and film. And typically when I film, like I'm laying in bed, I sit up, I film straight out, before I have the chance to lose any of that energy. If I have to waste time setting stuff up, I'm already going to be drained. So if I have to get dressed and go somewhere, that's going to be a lot. And of course, I'd also need someone to film for me, so it wasn't really practical. I filmed some of my friends' apartments in Paris and thought maybe I could give you guys a virtual tour of what apartments look like there. But I never had sort of like an ongoing idea that I could base a channel around. And now I'm going to be going to a new country I've never been to before and learning the language as much as I can while I'm there. So I thought this would be a great experience to document. And anytime I go someplace new, I'm sort of making a list of things that stand out to me that are different, that I've never seen anyplace else before. But I've never really done sort of like a video journal of that. So I'm going to be heading out in a few weeks. I basically don't speak the language at all, so I'm going to be starting completely blank slate. So if you have any suggestions, this is totally new to me. I'm not even entirely sure how I'm going to approach it. Let me know if you have any ideas, any things that I should definitely make sure to keep note of. Yeah, stay tuned.